Today we're going to be looking at the new Jakks specific Sonic the Hedgehog articulated action figures, Tails. He just got recently released and is available exclusively at Target and Meijer stores for $10 in the United States. On the back, shows you the articulations of the figure, and there's also a description for Tails that reads, "Tails is an energetic fox and one of Sonic's closest friends. By spinning his two tails together, he can propel himself forwards and fly in the air." And then the other figures show Sonic, which we already reviewed, Tails, which we're going to be reviewing right now. I did actually bought Shadow, so expect a Shadow review next week. And the only figure I need now is Dr. Eggman. I also do want to get the Chow figure from the 2.5-inch line. There's also a wave of small Sonic figures, similar to what Jakks did with their World Nintendo line. But anyways, I'm gonna open the figure up and have a closer look at it. Okay, I think I mentioned this when I reviewed Sonic, but be careful when you're opening these figures, because I accidentally pulled out Tails' leg. But it wasn't a permanent brokenness, because you could snap it back in just like, hold on, let me just put it in really quick. There we go. I got Tails' leg back on. So just be careful when you're opening these figures up that just don't force it, or else the joints might break. I'm kind of super lucky that the severed leg wasn't a permanent break, but yeah, I just want to mention that before you open your figures. His accessory comes with a one of those capsules that in the Sonic games where you break them. This is the invincibility power up, and I watched a Sonic Toast video on the Green Hill playset for the 2.5-inch figures, and the accessories on these bigger figures they're actually compatible with the pegs on that playset. So I don't really care much for the 2.5-inch figures, so don't expect me to review a lot of those figures. Most Sonic figures, for some reason, don't really have tails scaled well with Sonic, with a few exceptions like the Resource and Tomy figure. But Jakks Pacific was able to nail the scaling on tails really well, which is kind of surprising because their bendable tails was the exact same height as Sonic, and if not even a little larger. But now I'm really glad that Jakks Pacific got the scaling right on the action figure. So don't be afraid to get Tails, and he's really in scale with Sonic. For comparison, here is the Tails from the Sonic Adventure Resource line. And you can definitely see that the Resource Tails is slightly taller than the Jakks Tails. I think I kind of prefer, because I always say that the Resource Tails is my favorite Tails figure ever, but honestly, I think I like the Jakks Pacific figure better, just because not only does he look more like Tails, but not to mention that he's in a much better scale than the Resource Tail. But both figures are really good overall for their respective lines, and they really capture modern Tails quite good. So here's a close-up of the Tails figure, and he looks really good. And just immediately after I said that, my camera's probably going to die soon, so I'm just going to hurry this up. But yeah, he is a really good figure, a really good likeness of modern Tails. He even has the shoe details and the peg holes. Let's go over his articulation. His head rotates, universal shoulder joints. Mine are very stiff, but he can go up and down, and left and right. His wrists are ball jointed. His hips are universally jointed. He also has universal joints in the knees, which can bend down, and you can move them onto the side. He also has ball joints in the ankles. And then his tails, sadly they're not on a ball joint, but they can rotate. So overall, this is a really good Tails figure. So in conclusion, Tails is a really great figure. He's a nice display with your other Sonic figures. He scales with Sonic and all the other characters. He has a really fantastic sculpt and a pretty decent accessory. So overall, actually no, I think instead of just grading it myself, I'll just let this video like tell you what grade I'm getting this.
You get an A++++++ minus plus.
Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more Jakks specific Sonic figures. Bye bye.